Okay, we're now going to talk about skin because I've discovered a couple of very remarkable things. I've spent my whole life in the sun in Phoenix, Arizona. I came out of college, I was a landscape contractor, never wore a hat. I then became a building contractor and that kind of thing, and I've spent my whole life in the sun without wearing a hat or that kind of thing. And one of the most remarkable things that I discovered for skin health is diatomaceous earth. You want what's called a food grade diatomaceous earth. All the diatomaceous earth comes out of the ground as food grade. You do not want the stuff that's for pools because they have flashed it to 1,000 degrees to make it more crystallized for better water filtration. You want the food grade. Read the testimonials. Now, where I noticed it the most is in the skin and fingernails and hair. If you get on diatomaceous earth, do a little experiment, especially for guys that are losing hair and that kind of thing. Clean out your sink good of hair and clean your hairbrush up really good and your comb. And you're going to see, I think you're going to find that almost immediately, you're going to see virtually no hair dropping in your sink and no hair or virtually no hair in your hairbrush or in the construction business and in all climates all over the place where the end of your fingers crack open at certain times of the year. And oh, is that painful. Anybody that's ever gone through it, that is painful. I'm pretty sure you're going to find that will not happen if you get on diatomaceous earth, because some of the guys I've turned on to it that did it and stayed with it don't have the problem. I don't have the problem. One of the first things I noticed was the healthiness of the skin around my fingernails. My dad had little sprigs of hair start to regrow, and you'll read those testimonials in his bald spot. Well, it's not that it regrows hair. I think it just made your skin so healthy that the hair started resprouting. He's only got 3 or 4 little sprigs there, but I mean, he's never had any hair there before. But the point is, if you can do that, and you'll notice it in the texture of your skin, it took the liver spots away on his arms. It also, you could just look at him, and his skin was paper thin, and he'd bleed, just looking at him. And his, I don't know if it'll make collagen grow, but it definitely made it healthy enough that, we don't have those issues. So I am blown away by diatomaceous earth. I recently had a cancer screening done at the dermatologist. I haven't done it in about 5 years, so I had one done, and I just had to tell them, and they don't have that mentality, being docs, that they didn't learn it in medical school, so I don't know if they'll do anything with it, but I'm telling you now, diatomaceous earth, and it is cheap. The shipping is practically more than the product is. You can get it on Amazon, or you can get it from the other outfit that I posted their website. In fact, I think they're the ones that ship it to Amazon. But I highly recommend you do diatomaceous earth. The other thing I discovered that helped me tremendously was near infrared for my skin. Quite pleased with near infrared and how it helped me and the healthiness of my skin. Now, a lot of people when you read near infrared, you're going to read about it detoxing, sweating and detoxing and all of that. And of course, that's good. You can go to hot yoga and sweat your brains out too. But the detoxing aspect is what you'll read about. But I actually, found it to be really good for, it helped tightening skin and that kind of thing. So absolutely would recommend you investigate near infrared. Coconut oil, no brainer. You can buy it at Costco, pretty cheap, pretty reasonable. You can buy it from Amazon also. You can rub it on your skin. I take it internally because, again, it's one of the good fats. Very good. So coconut oil is just fantastic. You're going to read more and more. Read about glutathione. Basically the most powerful antioxidant you can put in your body. and the most important thing you can probably have in your body. In fact, if you get chemo, they turn around and put you on an IV of glutathione to replace your glutathione after the chemo because they feel it's so important. But it comes from, basically it's created by, you'll read about 3 amino acids. Now, what I've been told by some really smart people is that L-cysteine is the one that you need to supplement. Your body produces enough of the other 2 amino acids, but L-cysteine is the one that you need to supplement so that you can get your body to produce glutathione and keep your glutathione productions at a very high level. This also is going to be a very big cancer preventative thing, heart health, everything, skin health, everything in your body. Read about glutathione. See buckthorn berry oil. Really looks pretty intriguing, and I recommend that you read about this sea buckthorn berry oil and investigate that because it's pretty remarkable. Another thing when it comes to skin, you'll see on YouTube, look up castor oil, and there's people, you'll see videos where they've put castor oil. First of all, we can go back to castor oil with Edgar Cayce. Cayce was a huge advocate of castor oil, and if you've never heard about Edgar Cayce, it's called The Sleeping Prophet back in, I think, about 1920, where he did a lot of medical diagnosis in what they called an altered state, but it's quite intriguing to read about him. But he was a huge proponent of castor oil, and it's used for all kinds of different things. But you'll see YouTube videos on castor oil where girls that cut their hair too short and want to grow it out, they're using castor oil on their scalp and things, and it's making their hair grow, quite fast, which tells me that it's making your skin healthy and that kind of a thing. But castor oil is another one you need to be aware of for skin health. Astaxanthin, and if you read about it, you're going to find it is phenomenal for skin and just a multitude of different things. Hyaluronic acid is in most cosmetics too, and read about hyaluronic acid for your skin, and you can even buy it and put it into your cold creams and things and stir it up in there and add it to your, as an additional supplement yourself. I take it in a pill form for my joints. And it's been a godsend for me, and we'll talk about that later in the pain management, but it's imperative that you do some investigation on that. Back to the one that blows me away the most, that's the simplest, is diatomaceous earth for skin health.